with you.
Hello, JB Gaming here, back for another video, and today we are going to be doing the Hunger Games. So obviously this ain't the real Hunger Games. This is a simulator where you could put people of your choice. You could put anyone, family, friends, YouTubers, and it will basically come up with a story of the Hunger Games fight. If you don't know, the Hunger Games is basically it's kind of similar to a battle royale, really. So there's people. It's like 1-on-1 or free for all. So there's no teams. Actually, no, there is teams. And then they just fight and then try and win. So due to the nature of this Hunger Games simulator, we require all users to be 13 in order. I think I'm 13 order. I think. Need to double check. If you're under 13, you agree to have parental guidance due to divine nature. Again, think I'm over 13. This is purely an act of random fiction. Any murderous acts are not to be taken seriously. This is based on the Hunger Games franchise, originated from Suzanne Collins' book series. BryantStill.net's Hunger Games Simulator is a fan-created non-profit work. Yeah, that's the website. HT whatever. I'll put it in the description below. The disclaimer and terms of use and privacy policy applies to all of BryantStill simulators. I'm guessing this guy does different ones. Please contact BryantStill if you have any comments or concerns about copyright. Any adjustments necessary will be made to set aside legal concerns. By simulating, you're agreeing to these terms that I'm 13 and older, because I am. So this is obviously the default people from the actual book and movie, but we ain't doing that. Oh,
I do YouTubers. So I'm just gonna do. I don't really care about that. Get rid of that. This might take a while. And then let's just pair me up with my good pal. With Square, or Daymar, as he calls himself now. And then we can do random video production. Just gonna copy that, don't worry if you want to type that again. It's a long ass name. So, and then, let's just do his good old friend. Actually, I don't know how to spell her surname, so I'm just gonna do that. Bishop female, or male and female. Again, I'm not gonna focus on if they're male or female. Alright, so that's all everyone that I know personally, so I'm just gonna put random people in now, random YouTubers. We can start off with the side name, so KSI. I'm not gonna put his full. Well, I think it's just KSI now. Miniature. We can put Zerka HD. I think it's got 2 ways. Maybe that. We'll put him with Vicstar 123. We can do Bazinga. Don't know what I was thinking to put some in there. This second part is where you find images from, if you want to, so I'm not going to bother doing that, because that would take too long. Especially, you've also got to get them to be a, like, you can only have, obviously, a limited size one, so. Alright, who's left? So, KSI Minimeter. So I've got 5 of them. Let's put him with. Let's put him with Harry. I'm really too sure. Toby. What is Toby's YouTube channel? Let's have a look. Toby. Ah, yes, Toby Jason. Ah, yeah, it's just TV and then. Just want to make sure I got it correct. Yeah, cool. Alright. We should pair him up with. Who's a great fan of Toby's? Let's just do Calyx. I don't know if he's a great fan, I think he is. So, and then I can do. I'm gonna do PewDiePie. Accept I. We do Markiplier. If you don't know who he is, search him up. He's, I think he's pretty funny. I do watch him. And we can do Crank Gameplays, which is a friend of Markiplier's. Right, so I need 4 more people. Or not 4, 8. 4 teams. 8, 2 people in each team. No, I can't do it. God damn it. Right. Who else can we do? We can do the Fitz Gang, the Misfits. Zuckles. Oh, that's correct. Good old Iron Notorious. I think that's how you spell his name. Let's have a look. Iron Notorious. Misfits. Yeah, fair enough. Just going, Apparently that's how you put it. So unless that's just someone doing a mad spelling mistake. Let's put him in creamy. I guess that's how he spells his name. I think. Oh no, okay, yeah, it actually does have a E in it, or an A in it. Who should I do for the last team? Who should I do? He's been under a lot of fire under the media. Because I know obviously PewDiePie has had recent or past issues. Who else? I can do T-Series. And since they're not just one person, I'll just put a question mark for that one. And How about we just do this? Random YouTuber, there we go. We'll do... Should we just do... Actually, I know who we should do. Okay. Why not? I think he's got that, I'm not sure. We'll just do Lachlan.
And so, don't use images at all. You can obviously pick, I'm guessing. So you have Hunger Games, stuff like that. So yeah, submit. Please add a space to his name. Okay, cool. So really big oof for him, but okay. There we go. Alright, cool. So we have me and Square on District 1. District 2 is Random Video Reduction and Andrea. District 3 is KSI Mini Minter. 4 is KSI and Vixter. 5, or not KSI and Vixter, Circa and Vixter. 4, that was 4. 5 is Bazinga and Very Shaw, or W2S. 6 is Toby, Jizzle, and Kellogg's. 7 is PewDiePie and Jack, Septicai. 8 is Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. 9 is Fitz and Swagger Souls. 10 is Zuckles and Toby on the telly. 11 is I Notorious and McCreamy, and then 12 is Ali A and Lotling. So this is where it starts. This is like, if you have watched the movie, this is just the start of where the actual Hunger Games takes place. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. McCreamy runs away from the cornucopia, like the middle part of the map where they started. Toby runs away from the cornucopia. Victor takes the sickle from inside the cornucopia. Miniminter runs away from the cornucopia. Zuckles, KSI, and JB Gaming work together to get as many supplies as possible. So we're teaming, I think. Markiplier runs away from the cornucopia. Rachel Shaw takes a handful of throwing knives. Lachlan runs away from the cornucopia. Swaggersaws grabs a shield laying on the cornucopia. Zerka HG finds a bag full of explosives. Ali A runs away from the cornucopia. Bazinga runs away from the cornucopia. Toby on the telly takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Random Video Productions spears Jacksepticeye in their abdomen. Square retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Crank Gameplays runs away from the cornucopia. Fitz takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Calyx takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. PewDiePie, I Notorious, and Andrea work together to get as many supplies as possible. Proceed. That's day 1. So this is where they've all like ran away. You know, they've left. Toby Jizzle makes a slingshot. Toby on the telly defeats Swaggersaws in a fight but spares his life. Vicstar, 123, Crank Gameplays, Bazinga, Square, and PewDiePie hunt for other tributes. By the way, about this one, they are friends in real life, so it's good that he spared his life. Fitz receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. So a sponsor is basically, it's kind of similar to how in obviously Call of Duty or something like that, there's like crate drops. JB Gamer discovers a river. KSI searches for firewood. Markiplier practices his archery. I Notorious steals from Miniminter while he isn't looking. Andrea, Random Video Productions, Ali A, Zuckles, and Zerka HD hunt for other tributes. Calyx scares Shaw off, and Lachlan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. McCreamy travels to higher ground. He's getting them the high ground. Falling tributes 1. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Jacksepticeye. So a cannon shot is fired each time someone dies. So night 1. Toby and Haley fend Swaggersaws, Calyx, and Miniminter away from his fire. I'm guessing they wanted to, stay warm during the night. Fair. Random Video Productions tries to sing himself to sleep. Zuckles stays awake all night, which I don't think would be good. Vixar 123 and I Notorious hold hands. Fitz receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Toby Jizzle tries to treat his infection. PewDiePie questions his sanity. Crank Gameplays, Shaw, and Ali A sleep in shifts. Markiplier and Zerka HD work together to drown KSI. Jesus. Square, McCreamy, Lachlan, Bazinga, and Andrea sleep in shifts. JB Gamer cannot handle the circuses. Oh my god. And commits suicide. Hey, I'm taking myself out. They ain't getting the kill. Fitz and Miniman work together for the day. This is day 2. Zucker scares Jizzle off. Swagger Souls camouflages himself in the bushes. Vicstar 123 and Elliot split up to search for resources. Markiplier thinks about home. Random Video Productions discovers a cave. Zuckles chases PewDiePie. Lachlan, Calyx, and Bazinga hunt for other tributes. Squared tries to spear fish with a trident. Keyword tries. Andrea sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Ina Torius makes a wooden spear. W2S is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Toby on the telly scares Crank Gameplays off. McCreamy sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. So, 2 people died during the day. So it was KSI who got drowned and me who committed suicide. Bazinga, Rotoshaw, and Minitor to get into a fight. Rotoshaw triumphantly kills them both. Jesus. Markiplier tends to PewDiePie's wounds. Square passes out from exhaustion. Ali A questions his sanity. Lachlan cooks his food before putting his fire out. Andrea and Toby on the telly run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Calyx defeats Toby Jizzle in the fight but spares his life. Random Video Productions bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Crank Gameplays quietly hums. McCreamy cries himself to sleep. Fitz is awoken by nightmares. Zerk HD, Victor123 fight Zuckles and Swagger Souls. Zuckles and Swagger Souls to survive. I don't know if that means they've killed Victor and Zerka. Notorious screams for help. Toby on the telly collects fruit from a tree. McCreamy chases Markiplier. Zuckles falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Andrea collects fruit from a tree. Rotoshaw falls into a pit and dies. Lachlan fishes. Square sprains his ankle while running away from Notorious. Don't know if he's still alive, we'll find out. Toby Jizzle and PewDiePie threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Task failed successfully, surely. Crank Gameplays dies from thirst. Swagger Souls explores the arena. Ali A tries to sleep through the entire day. Fitz receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, and Calyx receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. So, Jesus, 10 cannon shots. Bazinga from District 5, Miniminter, Random Video Productions, Zerka, Vicstar, Zuckles, Rotoshaw, Toby Jizzle, PewDiePie, and Crank Gameplays. Night 3. Swagger Souls, Calyx, Andrea, and Toby Lantelli shift in shifts. Lachlan trap kills Ali A. McCreamy, Notorious, Square, Markiplier, and Fitz sleep in shifts. Lachlan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Toby on the telly discovers a river. Square runs away from McCreamy. Fitz dies from hypothermia. Andrea camouflages herself in the bushes. Someone else did that right at the start, I can't remember who it was though. Markiplier overhears Swagger Souls and Calyx talking in the distance, and Notorious explores the arena. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Ali A and Fitz, so they're both dead. Notorious sees a fire but stays hidden. Calyx and McCreamy huddle for warmth. Markiplier and Toby on the telly keep in shifts. Andrea, Swagger Souls, Lachlan, and Square tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. And that's all on night 4, so there's been 4 days, and obviously this is the 4th night. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and minerals from the Tributes family. Calyx gathers as much food into a bag as he can before fleeing. McCreamy decides not to go to the feast. Lachlan decides not to go to the feast. Swagger Souls decides not to. Square decides not to. Toby Natali decides not to. Markiplier decides not to. Notorious stabs Andrea while her back is turned. So I don't know if they went or if that was somewhere else on the arena, because it is like a massive, well I say massive, it's like a an arena in the movies and the book. Toby and the Teddy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Spagasaurus tracks down and kills Square. McCreamy catches Calixus off guard and kills him. Iron Notorious thinks about home. Lachlan chases Markiplier. 3 cannon shots can be in the distance, so we have Andrea, Square, and Calix. Markiplier kills Iron Notorious with his own weapon. Don't know how that happened. Toby and Natalie receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Lachlan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. And Swaggersoul begs for McCreamy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Swaggersoul alive. I don't know if that's worse. I don't know which one's worse. McCreamy killing him or keeping him alive. But oh well. Day 6, Markiplier searches for firewood. Swaggersoul and Lachlan work together for the day. Toby and Natalie severely slices McCreamy with a sword. Proceed. Arena event. A tsunami rolls into the arena. Lachlan and Markiplier smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving both of them to drown. How did they do this? Toby on a telly fatally injures himself on debris. Proceed. Fallen tributes. So, 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. I Notorious, McCreamy, Lachlan, Markiplier, and Toby on the telly. And the winner is Swagger Souls from District 9. So, Swagger Souls is obviously the winner. He got 3 kills. Toby Natelli got second with 1 kill. Markiplier third with 2. Lachlan fourth with 1. McCreamy fifth with 1. I'm Notorious sixth with 1. Calix third place with none. Square third. That's wrong. I don't think it's meant to be like that. So 7th place for Calix. 8th place for Daymar or Square. 9th place for Andrea. 10th for Fitz. 11th for Ali. 12th for Crank Gameplays. 13th for PewDiePie. 14th for Toby Jizzle. 15th for Warwick Shaw. 16th for Zuckles. 17th for Vixter13. 18th for Zuck HD. 19th for Random Video Productions, who got 1 kill. Oh, and Warwick Shaw got 2 kills, and Zuckles also got 2 kills, and Zucker got 1. Minimenta in I can't remember what place. Bazinga, JB Gaming, KSI in apparently 6th place, unless it just doesn't put this in order, but I don't think that's really true because it says there's 2 people in 3rd. And Jacksepticeye in 3rd place, but yeah, Swagger Souls won. So this is just the summary, so everything that happened on all of the days. So nothing much. So there you go, there's the placements. So this is JB Gaming signing off. Bye bye.